This bout is 3 5-minute rounds in the lightweight division. Introducing your first warrior. Fighting out of the blue corner, this man martial artist with a perfect professional record of 5 wins and no losses. He stands 178 centimeters tall and weighs already 70.5 kilograms. Representing GBTT London, Greece, and fighting out of Greece, give it up for Christos Apache Tsirimokos. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, this man's a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 4 wins and 1 loss. He stands 174 centimeters tall and weighs already 70.4 kilograms. Representing Dobruzanski, ACD, and Descent Kickboxing, and fighting out of Bulgaria. Put your hands together for Rusi Minev.
In the scope of European MMA, we have heard just how good Christos is. Let's see if Rusi Minev, the local fighter, can upset the apple cart here against the undefeated prospect.
Rambo letting his back get a little bit too close to that fence.
There
on
we
a
go.
takedown, beautiful lift and drop.
This is exactly what Rusi Minev needed to do. Maybe trying to set up the early stages of a head-arm triangle. Nope, lets it go. Right now, he's doing the right thing. He's just solidifying the position, forcing Christos to carry that weight.
Minev, a European IMAF bronze medalist and a world IMAF bronze medalist.
6-time European, or sorry, 6-time Bulgarian national amateur champion. He's doing a good job right now of just implementing the whole gambit of his MMA game. Christos doing everything he can to stand up. Needs to be wary of trying to grip for that neck. Back take potential here for Minev.
Got a key lock in place.
Be interesting to see what if he drops down with that.
Yeah, he put a little bit too much onto it, paid the price.
Still holding on to that arm, but in doing so gives up his back to Minev. Minev doing a good job again, not rushing to get the hooks in. Position before submission. It sounds very basic, but we often see fighters try and jump on something that's not there.
Rambo trying to sink those hips. Back suplex his opponent. May want to throw some knees to the hamstring there.
Nice little pot shots here. Again, trying to jump on that figure 4 grip. In on a single now is Minev, trying to run the pipe.
Head inside
Beautiful.
single was successful.
Beautiful execution of that single leg takedown. Finds himself now in the anchor position. But once again, Christos diving on that figure 4 grip. We say it almost once a show, Kirik. That Kimura grip can be used for so much more than just the submission attempt. What else can it be used for, my brother?
It can be used typically in addition to a submission for reversing positions. I really don't see that right here. What I anticipate, Phil, is more elbows and shots coming down to those ribs. It hurts, and you got to let it go.
Now, you've seen veteran savvy right there from Minev. You're not allowed to grab your opponent's shorts, but in a situation like that, you can grab the inside of your own shorts.
Did it very successfully, caused some damage from top with those fists and elbows, sufficient to force a release, and now he is starting to ground and pound, one of his identified keys to victory.
Christos trying to dig in for that underhook, but again, does a great job to get back to his feet. Now has the double underhooks of his own, needs to get his head underneath the opponent. That was the subtle difference right there. If he had have had his head underneath the chin of his opponent, he would have been able to control the body. But because he wasn't able to do that, he dropped down and ended up with his opponent on top of him.
Brave Nation, that was just such a beautiful takedown. So hard to get takedowns. When you do, typically you're in some form of guard. To get a takedown and land with topside control, just a thing of beauty.
Christos trying to hit from the bottom here. Big shots from Minev. Good job from Christos to re-guard, has one hook. Re-guard denied, my apologies. I like that Christos, anytime he's on his back, he's trying to get to a hip, he's trying to work back up. Head-arm triangle starting early stanzas of
Got the head on the mat and that arm. Very nice by the fighter from Greece. Did a little bridge, created some space, got his arm back under there, shutting down the potential for an arm triangle choke.
Very, very intelligent game planning from Rusi Minev right now. Taking the fight exactly where he's strongest, that being the grappling realm, and landing big shots of his own now. Back take attempt again here with a minute left to work.
Maybe looking to see a hook coming in fairly soon. Tsirimokos very wisely keeping his body tight up against that fence. He's got to keep his body glued to that fence as he rises. If he doesn't, he's got big problems.
One hook.
There's one hook. That's a problem.
Two hooks.
There's two hooks. That's big problems, Phil.
40 seconds to go. May use strikes to try and soften up his opponent. Face bar here, not so much a rear naked choke, but it's causing a lot of discomfort to Christos.
Not quite a big problem, but call it a big and a half problem. If that forearm sneaks down underneath the chin, it is over. Rambo may be riding just a little high. He's not.
Again, trying to work for that rear naked choke, but that chin of Christos is firmly tucked. 10 seconds to go.
Excellent defense by Christos Tsirimokos. Any question in your mind, Phil, who won that round?
No, that for positional control, dominance, and then working for the submission at the end there, that's got to be a 10-9 round for Rusi, right?
10-9, it is officially and unofficially, I guarantee you. 10-9 for Rambo. Getting a look at that action. Beautiful takedown with a body lock. Top head pressure. The head height is almost everything here, Brave Nation. If you can keep your head higher than your opponent's head, you're likely to stay there. Excellent strategy from Rambo here. When things don't perfectly go his way, he causes damage.
I think Rambo opens up a little bit of a cut on his opponent, Christos. So you can say that Rambo drew first blood.
Big props to Apache, too. He is staying in this fight 100%, constantly on the go, even when it is not going his way. This is as close as we came to seeing a fight ender. We may see it again.
So the blueprint is there for Rusi Minev. Take the fight to the ground, impose yourself with that superior level of grappling. But I'd like to see just constant movement here from Christos, but
very different level of fatigue showing on their faces.
Nice spinning kick to the midsection, but Christos, everything he's throwing now looks just a little bit labored. How much did that grappling take out of him in the first round?
Quite a bit. Rambo looks polished. He looks calm. Christos Tsirimokos starting to get a little bit wild.
Again, trying to get in on that single leg is Minev. Trying to run the pipe.
Oh, we got a guillotine, and
big
we've got
slam.
a counter. Could it be our second?
Not 2 weeks in a row.
Choke in a row, Phil.
And he's clamping
that
down.
Arm is trapped.
Minev is doing such a good job here of clamping down, not giving Minev an opportunity to release his arm. Because right now, if Minev really drops the hips and turns to the side slightly, we could see the second Von Flue choke in the history of Brave Combat Federation.
Hand appears to be now free.
We could not see this 2 weeks in a row, could we? No, there we go.
Von Flue choke out, but a lot of pain is about to happen.
Watch out for a potential knee on
Knees
belly
to
slide
the body.
tonight.
Relentless elbows and punches from the top.
Nice elbows being landed here by Minev.
Maybe an attempt to guard pass coming up fairly soon. Maybe an elbow down on that thigh.
Beautiful work from Rusi Minev just to really solidify that anchor position. Trying to set up a head arm again.
Yep, Rambo making pain rain here and using it to set up potential fight finishing techniques. This is not just great technique, it is great strategy.
Nice knee to the body.
Again, Brave Nation, sometimes on television, the magnitude of shots that come in can't really be appreciated. Even though that was blocked and it was on the arm, it hurt. Elbow coming.
Nice work from Christos to try and get back to his feet, but right now finds himself taken down again in frustration. now wearing upon the face of Christos.
Rambo's hips are just fantastic. Everybody knew and respected and loved Muhammad Ali for his feet, his footwork. These hips are just a work of art right here.
That is the call of the night. His hips are a work of art. Lovely. Again, great work here to establish the... But it's, what Minev is doing so brilliantly is he's moving with Christos. He's not just being a heavy block, a center console, a solid mass. When Christos is moving, he's moving with him and then solidifying a further position. So intelligent.
The secret to trying in mixed martial arts sometimes, Brave Nation, is not trying on any single thing too hard. You take something for a little while, cause a little damage. When it starts to go away, if you hang on to it, you can get reversed. Instead, switch a little bit, roll with it, and cause damage again. That's what we're seeing in front of us from Rambo.
Well, it's like Bruce Lee said, be like water. And that's exactly what Minev is doing right now.
Yeah, it's water with red hot pepper mixed in with it.
Another big up kick there from Christos. He may try and snap on a guillotine here. Again, a potential for a Darce. Credit to Christos trying with everything he can.
Go one hook in. Again, Christos tight up against that fence. You have to be tight on that fence like Velcro, or else that second hook will pop right in.
But we're really seeing just the difference in the grappling ability here. Minev executing a fantastic game plan, not giving the decorated striker any space to establish distance and work those hands and kicks.
Excellent defense from the Apache. But thus far, he has not, he has not been able to mount a significant offense.
40 seconds to go in the second round of a bout that has been, for my money, all about the grappling of Minev. Nice knee to the head.
Typically, when you land a shot like that, you're like, oh, that worked, and you try it again.
Christos trying to implement. Big takedown from Christos.
Apache is getting tired. He's getting very visibly tired, Phil.
And you got the feeling that if Minev could take the fight into the later rounds, there you see the fatigue from Christos. You know, he's an absolute warrior. He's doing everything he can to try and stay in this fight, Carrick, but even the way he's walking back to his corner now, shaking his head, he's quite clearly cutting a forlorn figure.
Brave Nation, at this point, we're looking at 20-18 after 2 rounds. There is no possible way, in the absence of a finish, that it goes anywhere but to Rusi Rambo Minor.
However, Christos is dangerous throughout the entirety of the fight. There's nothing to say he can't go in here in the opening stanzas and land a big shot and completely change the complexion of the fight, which I believe is exactly what he needs to do, Carrick.
He can and he will, but the fatigue is biting into him hard. When you get fatigued, you are slower. Your footwork isn't as good. You have a much more limited amount of energy that you can expend if you see an opportunity to win. Your reflexes actually slow down. It can be measured by sports scientists. This is a very tough position that Christos Apache Tsirimokos faces as he goes into this, the third and final round of the third fight on the card.
Third and final round. Can Christos pull a rabbit out of a hat? Can he snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? He's doing everything he can right now. He's trying to land those big shots. Head kick attempt.
Ankle picked, drop the opponent down, has those legs pulling the opponent off the fence.
Carrick, this is the story of the entire fight. Christos trying to mount that striking offense and just being denied by Minev.
Rambo can pretty readily clear that hand over his head. Now he's got head height. Now comes the shots. Apache still being aggressive from bottom. He's doing what he can from this position. Unfortunately, there's a thing called gravity, and it is not on his side right now.
Shelving the legs, raising them. Very smart work from Minev. May try and get that leg free and just transition into the mounted position. Big, deep breath from Christos there.
Nice body shot.
Watch out for the neck. Christos doing everything he can to try and get back to his feet, but in doing so, gives up the back.
Once again, Phil, excellent strategy on display from Rambo. Not sticking with any position too hard, not sticking with any specific tactics too hard. He's just flowing, as you put it aptly, like water, and raining down shots, threatening submissions like that one you see right in front of you.
Minev doing a great job of just landing shots to keep his opponent busy.
Little threat of one hook. Beautiful knee to the body in those transitions. Rambo is causing damage. Kick the foot out. May turn and sweep the leg out. May lift and twist.
Christos needs to strip that grip. That needs to be his priority.
Granby roll attempt entirely unsuccessful.
And more often than not, it is an unsuccessful kind of last-ditch attempt maneuver. Frustration bound to be setting in for Christos right now.
And again, a mix, punches, knees, positional control, submission threats. Now we get a little bit of a smother in play.
It's just pretty much constant from Rusi Minev. Again, Christos trying to dive in on that Kimura attempt. What has he got left in the tank, Carrick? Can he keep his undefeated record here at Brave Combat Federation 86 live from Burgas, Bulgaria?
We got
big
just about
uppercut.
100 seconds to find out, Phil.
Uppercut was not far away. Minev now starting to show some signs of fatigue as well. Big deep breath.
Apache dropping those hands. His shots are no longer crisp. They don't have snap on them. Rambo in, looking to connect those fingers. There it is, and there he goes. Put him on a ride on Bulgarian Airways.
I credit to the Bulgarian crowd here. I don't think I've ever seen a double leg takedown met with such glee.
This is one of the world powers in wrestling. 2 gold medals at the Olympics, if I recall correctly.
I believe you do. Again, trying to work for that Von Flue choke with a minute, just under a minute to go.
Shoulder pressure, not biting into the neck yet, at least not yet. A little bit of pressure on the jaw.
If he can get that leg free and establish full side control, he get a little bit more purchase on the Von Flue. Von Flue choke, named, of course, after Jason Von Flue, a competitor on season 2 of The Ultimate Fighter.
30 seconds now, looking like this one is going to go to the judges' scorecards. There is an old saying in mixed martial arts, it'll never leave it to the judges, but in cases like this, yeah, you can leave it to the judges. They're not going to get it wrong.
Big shots to finish from Rusi Minev. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A clinical performance from Rusi Minev. I believe he's going to run his record now to 5 wins with that beautiful performance. The third, potentially the third decision win of his mixed martial arts career.
Terrific 30-27 win for Rusi Rambo Minor. We've got a replay now, courtesy of Top 10. Woo! Look at him go. Picked that ankle, dropped his opponent, and it got worse and worse and worse. Everything was threatened. And when all the threats failed, they only led to knees to the body. They only led to shots to the head. We got the Granby roll that was not caught on the instant replay. Back in on those hips again. Attempt to peel the head off. It was unsuccessful. And that was Bulgarian Airways in full effect. Shots raining down like a monsoon. Beautiful shot to the chin, twisted the head. And the referee stops it as time ran out.
All right, Brave Nation. After 3 exciting rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored about 30-27 for unanimous decision victory. From Bulgaria, Rusi